Hey there, little buddies. How you doing today? We're gonna play a little bit of Lobby. One of the easiest maps I think ever invented. I don't know why it seems so easy. I think the path is just goes over the same place like 6 times, so I know that's about as easy as you're gonna get. Even the rink is probably harder than this map. And when I say harder, I don't really mean harder. I just mean not quite as ridiculously easy. Anyways, obviously the way to go is just engineer it up. Engineer all the way, man. Engineers are the best tower to start with. Absolutely, every single time, just get them, guys. Also, another reason why they make this map kind of easy is they leave you with a nice chunk of water in the middle, which doesn't always get used, but can be used somewhat effectively if you want to, if you care about having some fun or something like that. Anyways, I'm definitely going to need some more farmers, so let's buy some farmers really quick. And I am going to farm this. I'm going to farm my nanners today. I don't feel like clicking all over the place, so we're just going to let that guy do all the work, and I'm just going to let my engineer do all the pop power, and we're going to be just fine overall. And as you can tell, like, it's not just like one time around, and the engineer comes around twice, and then he goes down the middle. If that's the third time, they go around 4 times. Then they come out and do a little swirly goo drop thing through there, and then they come out the top again. So it's like, what, 38 times? No, I don't know. It's probably like at least 7 times where they go through the exact same path, or at least the same tower can shoot multiple times. About 7 times. It's kind of ridiculous. And if you got a tower with an extreme range, like if you end up getting a super monkey or something, they're pretty much going to attack the towers the entire time that they're going through that map. Alright, so what's going on? I actually just commentated, like, this is probably like my 7th video that I'm commentating, which I think is just a little bit ridiculous. I usually don't make this many videos in a day, but I spent all my time yesterday recording. I beat every single beginner map on the Impoppable Mode, and then I was like, you know what, today I should probably spend most of my time commentating. Usually what I end up doing is I'll probably end up, if I do something like this, I'll usually record like 2-3 videos, and then go back and then commentate like those 2-3 videos if I'm doing something like this. The only reason I usually end up doing that is because sometimes, every once in a while, and once in a great blue moon, I actually mess up the recordings. Actually, no, it doesn't happen that unoften. It happens quite often. You'll mess up a video because it's really, really easy to mess up a video. For example, I will record the screen just a tiny bit off, or I'll forget to press the certain button that records my audio, because I do different things all the time. I'm recording my myself. I record myself sometimes with my camera. I sometimes talk to Amanda through Skype and stuff like that, and I have to, you know, make sure I'm using the microphone. Sometimes I am recording Bloons. Sometimes I'm recording SAS Zombie Assault, which I use Chrome for that, because it just seems to run way better on Chrome for some reason. And things like that. So every single time I have to switch up my software. It's really easy to mess it up. Sometimes I use Camtasia if I want to use my my own video in there, including my video in there, and then that just magically gets messed up too somehow. Every once in a while I'll forget to click the microphone, or I'll like restart it because it's not working, and then I'll forget to click the microphone again, or something stupid like that. And then I get angry. You guys know how it works. I'm not usually that angry of a person, but recording videos, it really does do it to you. It makes you an angry person. I don't know, especially if you record as much as me, because I record a lot more than most other people, I would say. You know, on a daily basis, I'm recording probably 3 hours of video, somewhere around there. I usually try and make I usually record, especially on weekends, I usually record one of those really long Zelda episodes, or really long Pokemon episodes. Those are usually an hour, sometimes 2 hours. I actually got up to a 2.5-hour Pokemon episode one time, which was kind of ridiculous. I was just sucking it up that time. That's why it took so long. I like died against a gym leader like 4 times, and I just couldn't beat him. It was magic. I just couldn't beat him. And then I end up coming here and I play some Bloons Monkey City and stuff. And also when I'm recording, I also kind of speed stuff up sometimes. So like for example, right now this 10-minute video that you guys are watching took me about 30 minutes to record, and then I have to come back and commentate it, and that's another 10 minutes. So you know, that's like, oh, it's a lot of work. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything like that, saying like, oh my god, you guys should be so thankful for me. I'm just letting you guys know that's not one of those things where it's just like bam, snap doodly doop. It's easy as cake to do these video things. A lot of people that have tried have given up after just a couple weeks, or maybe a month, or something like that. But I've kept at it for years. Maybe that's why I'm popular. I don't know. Maybe it's just I'm the only one that actually keeps up with it. Who knows? Who knows? So what's going on as far as my towers are concerned? Well, as you can tell, I got 5 third-tier farms. It's pretty nice. I got a 4-2 cannon there along with my ninja. As you guys can tell, I've been doing quite a bit of ninja cannon. Like, up until level 46, Ninja Cannon, boom, nothing's going to get through that unstoppable wall of destruction. And then also some other random towers along the way, usually like some early starting towers, because starting off with a Ninja isn't exactly the worst thing ever, but it allows you to farm a lot better if you get your engineers up first. So maybe on those times, maybe on those levels where I actually don't really need to farm, maybe just going straight for a Ninja might be alright. Maybe. Maybe I'll test it out sometime. Maybe on one of those intermediate maps or something like that. Though I do almost assume that I'm going to need to farm on those intermediate maps with the occurrences that have happened to me on just the beginner maps alone without using farms. Let's just say it hasn't been very, very good at all. I would say very bad. Very, very bad, in fact. Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyways, I actually found a perfect spot for my monkey village. It's going to fit every single tower that I need to put in here. Unless I go with something crazy like, ooh, you know what might be kind of interesting to use? Late game, maybe some helicopters. Helicopters are kind of fun to use, I think. Because they're kind of like those all-around towers that they're pretty good, and they shoot explosions and they fly around. You can also, another reason I find them just like fun is like you can actually make them follow your finger, and you'll have like 15 helicopters following your finger around, killing everything that you want to kill. It's like you actually choose what dies, because normally you're just kind of watching. You're like, oh, these balloons are gonna die, but with the helicopters, you're like, oh, this stupid black balloon, I don't like him. Helicopters unite and attack. And they run on over there and just explode them. See, look at that. Oh my god, look at all these helicopters. I think we're just gonna go with 5, but as you can, oh man, and then we'll get as many as we can afford. We'll get up to 4 too. I think we're gonna be able to afford them fairly easily. And it was level 63, nice and easy with that helicopter right there, taking them guys down. And by the way, I know they're called heli pilots, and I just call them helicopters. You know, just like the monkey. Yeah, sometimes I call them a plane, the monkey plane. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Don't freak out at me. It's all right. You know, you guys don't have to be so high strung all the time. Some of you guys, I think you guys just need to relax a little bit. You guys just need to chill. Just understand, nothing's affecting you because it's posted on the internet. It's not gonna make you get hurt in any way. You just gotta relax sometimes. Anyways, look at these delicious, delicious helicopters. We're almost about to get the last helicopter up. Also, you know what? I mean, personally, I like leaving them on patrol. I like to not have to micro things. I like to just let them do their own thing. Patrol is obviously a pretty nice thing. It rarely ever messes up on you. It usually attacks the first balloons and stuff like that. It usually attacks the things you want them to attack. On the other hand, the Spectre usually doesn't attack the things you want them to attack. It, in fact, attacks the closest stuff. The closest stuff to it, not the first stuff, which a lot of people mistake, by the way. And, yeah, I mean, the Spectre, it's not that great. Yeah. It's not that great for targeting, but it's still at the same time, it's fantastic versus Bloons. So if you arrange it in the right spot and stuff like that, fan-freaking-tastic, it's gonna be awesome. Oh my god, these delicious helicopters, look at them, and they go in like a pentagon shape. They're kind of cool looking, actually, just ready to attack helicopters, Apache attack helicopters. I actually was watching this video the other day about, I didn't watch it in depth or thoroughly or anything like that. I just watched it for about 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I thought it was kind of interesting for that 2-3 minutes. It was about the Apache attack helicopter, which they were talking about how during like World War, no, I don't think it was World War II. It was during like the Vietnam War. I think it was during the Vietnam War. They were like trying to figure out what helicopter they should use, and they had like a couple companies like trying to build a helicopter, and there was like this really scrawny, stupid looking helicopter, and then all of a sudden they came out with this Apache gunship killer helicopter, and they're like, dude, this is what we gotta use. And they still like use it today. They're pretty much the same design, I think, if I remember correctly. I don't know, I'm not a helicopter expert or anything like that, but well, it seems like they use the same helicopter, or roughly the same design. Maybe we're just too lazy to get a new design, or maybe we found the best design. Maybe that's what's up. I don't know. Alright, so as you can tell, we're getting ready for something down here. What's down there on the little bottom right corner there? Well, we can get some pretty darn delicious things over there. We got our ice tower, our glue, our wizard, and a couple cannons down there, as well as I do have a monkey village. And in addition to the monkey village, I also went with the technological terror. I went for the 3-2 monkey village just because every single if you sacrifice that as well, you do get the extra 50% pops for the monkey temple as well. So you're gonna get some extra cash out of that guy. At least that's what I was told. That's what it seems to happen. But maybe in the mobile version they changed it or something like that. I hope not, but they could have. But we're rolling on into the last level here, and we're going to temple sacrifice this level 85. Boom shakalaka. We're going to rock these balloons nice and easy. So anyways, that's all I'm going to have for you guys today. As always, thanks for watching, and have a super duper fantastic day. Bye.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and if you want to see a little bit more sweet action, feel free to check out the over 200 episodes of BTD Battles. And we got some mobile down there if that's what floats your boat. Also Bloons Monkey City, one of my favorite games, and if you just want a little bit of a quickie, we got some random mod series down there. That's all I'm going to have for you guys today. As always, thanks for watching, have a super awesome day.